Witam was ludzie z tej
You
strony.
were right, Cobble. It's beautiful here.
Z tej strony Survi, a my zaczynamy tu, gdzie skończyliśmy nasze przygody w The Invincible, jak nie pomyliłem nazwę. Więc ruszamy po drodze do obozu, w którym w sumie byliśmy. Więc tu taki trochę mindfuck dla mnie się dzieje w tej grze, ale dobra. Albo tędy, tak? Mhm. Jak z tej linii skorzystać? Nie wiem. Dobra, moment, gdzie ja mam iść?
I should move. Oh, there's... This is where they searched the ocean's biocenosis.
Meaning, oh, where they caught that fish, right?
Yeah. They stopped here first, then walked along the coastline northward.
Correct. But I think you might consider taking a shortcut towards the east, straight to the camp.
Copy that. Heading east.
No dobra. Czy mamy iść skrótem?
They stopped for a break.
How do you know? Are there any signs of the crew?
Some slob left litter here. Had no respect for an alien ecosystem at all.
What kind of litter?
Cigarette butt, a crumpled pack.
So, taking off the helmet for no good reason. Risk of igniting a dusty atmosphere. Irresponsible spreading of DNA. Compared to this, the damage of an already extinct ecosystem is basically a negligible issue.
Regis 3 is... Excuse my interruption, sir. Can you please confirm that I'm on the correct route?
Yes, I confirm. This rate will reach the camp within an hour. So, continuing.
Extinct or not, we shouldn't act like we own the place. Because of this kind of attitude, the Anthropocene will become the fate of every planet we step foot on.
Aren't you exaggerating, Doctor? I probably sound like a simple soldier, but I believe that if something is already dead, it can't be harmed, let alone killed.
That's quite right. In the biological sense. But you never know what you're... This route may be faster, but it's not the easiest. Anyway, back to our conversation. Will our knowledge prove sufficient to comprehend what's alien to us? Or will we ever begin to understand it all? We could even accidentally kill it.
Sounds like quite a far-reaching assumption, especially considering that we're talking about a harmless fag end at the far end of the known universe.
Right. I got a bit carried away. But still, we shouldn't behave recklessly on the mission.
On that we can agree, Doctor. Completely.
Ja w sumie tam takich se słucham, co oni gadają, praktycznie połowę drugi zrobiłem. No i znowu te dziwne krzaki.
What is this? Astrogator, I found a peculiar inorganic structure. It looks like some spiky metal growths.
Artificial plants? Is spontaneous growth possible with this type of structure?
Oh, I've never seen anything like this. I wish I had time to run some tests.
O, i teraz tracimy chyba przytomność.
I feel
Jakby
nauseous. Suddenly. That's not it. I feel darkness. Hang on.
Czy te kwiatuszki coś nam robią takiego dosyć poważnego? Aha. No dobra. Ja tu już się gubię powoli w historii, ale dobra. Ktoś coś? No to pewnie do Olgi mogłem coś zrobić. No. Ewidentnie coś do Olgi.
Is everything all right?
Yes, all good. They're already in the infirmary on life support. You found them in time.
Yes. Maybe them. But Marit's.
You're too hard on yourself, Yasna. As usual.
But if I...
Please stop. If it's a very cruel word, you don't deserve its torment.
Ja się nie odzywam, jak oni gadają, to ja wolę co posłuchać tego, co oni mają ciekawego do powiedzenia, niż w jakiś sposób taki mocniejszy wpierdykać w tą
I confirm.
historię.
Gorski was here. His rope is still hanging from the slope.
That's a good sign. Since he left it, he intends to come back this way.
But why hasn't he yet? Going down after him. Tell me one more thing. When it comes to Marit, are you going to use a grave tapper?
Yes, I'm considering that as a possibility. Just that report.
One sec. Oh, I'm at the end of the rope.
Isn't that good?
Not at all.
What do you mean?
I'm stuck. I'm hanging with all my weight on the rope, away from the wall. There's still a fair few meters left to the ground.
Can you go back?
Using just my hands, strapped with all this extra weight? No, not a chance.
What if you sway?
I can just jump off.
Is that safe?
A substantial fall on unsteady ground. This is hardly a maneuver that I would describe as safe.
So let's take a moment to analyze the situation.
I'm thinking, if Gorski went down this way and didn't break anything,
Yeah, we don't know that, Yasna. He could keep going even with injuries.
well, I'm not hanging here forever, if we still haven't come up with anything.
There is a certain possibility, or rather uncertain, but maybe it's worth trying.
Astrogator, as much as I love complex analysis, I'm really sick of all this hanging.
Of course. Can you see the probe?
Yes. It's flying near me.
Good. If I instructed it to fly as close as possible to you, you could grab onto it.
You sure it will hold me?
That I cannot guarantee.
Nope. I prefer to avoid additional risk. It sounds unsafe. Not to mention probable damage to the probe. I'm getting ready to jump. Gorski, you owe me for this.
Tak powiedzieć, że się połamie, ale dobra.
Yasna, are you okay? Can you walk?
Yes. There seems to be no fractures.
Please stop for a moment. Make sure you're all right.
No, there's no need to delay. Gorski is waiting.
Dobra, widzę ślady. Jest taki plus, że on może być tu w pobliżu.
Regis a few minutes afternoon. Even then, Dr. Gorski was walking alone. Communications blew up shortly before he got here. He didn't take a tent.
Damn. Oh shit, the telemeter glass cracked.
I wouldn't worry. What matters is that you're fine.
Anyway, It's all made up of these structures. Except they don't look like creations of nature anymore.
Maybe that's why Dr. Gorski, not to mention the Alliance.
Well, if we're looking for something on this planet, this could be it. These structures form entire multi-story complexes. They look like a city.
Are you saying that...
No. There's no point in jumping to conclusions yet. Dr. Gorski set up the flags.
So, he kept going, despite the lack of communication with the rest.
Are you receiving a signal?
What signal?
From Dr. Gorski.
No, none. Why are you asking?
He tried to open up a connection, set up a transmitter.
There's nothing on the comms, but I'll check the record history. Please give me a moment.
Left or right? All right. I'll squeeze through the passage.
2 more hours.
Huh?
That's all Gorski has left of oxygen, at best.
And at worst?
He's just finishing it up. Though it all depends on his activity.
If I remember correctly, the atmosphere here is breathable.
Basically, yes. Dr. Krauser, however, warned that the methane content...
I know. But the effects won't be immediate. That gives us a few extra hours. These constructions don't have a clear division into functions. They're huge, complicated, and uniform at the same time.
Do you have any idea where all this could have come from? I'm aware without tests you can't do much. But let's say on first inspection.
It's hard for me to imagine that any biological forms could survive here. The interiors of these structures are filled to the brim with wires and rods. So maybe this metal builds up somehow, by itself.
Oh. You've already said something similar before. Just after landing, when you found those bushes.
Yes, right.
No dobra, coś ciekawego jeszcze, bo tutaj jest coraz bardziej historia na tym. Tej Regisie 3 się to jest ciekawsza robi. O co chodzi z tymi strukturami?
It's a bit like Pando.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about, Doctor.
A colony of populous tremoloids. American aspen. The new trees grow not from seeds, but from root suckers of old trees. As a result, it's one giant organism, thousands of years old.
So you're in a dead metal forest?
Huh, that does sound bizarre. Though maybe.
Doctor, something has been recorded after all. But there are plenty of errors in the transmission header. It's hard to say whether this is a message from Gorski.
Well then, sir, play it. Maybe we'll finally find out what's going on with the doctor.
Let's hope so.
Gorski to base. I repeat, this is Gorski. Base, come in.
No doubt, it's him. Now let's keep listening. But as soon as you report anything, Doctor, I'll stop the recording.
Bugger. No confirmation again. I report. I've made an amazing discovery. Geometric structures that... a thicket of bushy, pointed rods and slats. Mostly iron, but not only. Molybdenum, carbon, tungsten. All together similar to a giant integrated circuit. A million swarm of tangled cables. Not a trace of electric current, polarity, not even residual magnetism. Maybe once upon a time, centuries ago, petawatts or exawatts of power flowed this way. To compare with something, it's probably a machine. Some kind of information collective structure. Maybe it was some kind of electronic brain. It makes me think of the Lyrans, a race of extinct sentient beings. Supposedly, they knew about light astrogation before.
I can see the relay up close. Looks broken. This is starting to look like a deliberate diversion to me.
You may be right.
I found some abandoned items.
What items? What do you have there, Yasna?
Something he shouldn't have left behind. A telemeter and food rations.
Agreed. He shouldn't. It's illogical. Maybe let's go back to the recording.
They had to save themselves from the explosion of Nova. They send ships. The remains of those ships have been found, ashed to a chip glued together. I've seen hypothetical schematics. The structures here remind me of those. Okay, moving on. Readings.
Well, that's it. What follows is just a humming noise. Any thoughts, Doctor?
So far, it all leads to one conclusion. This is not a place for a man. Nor for any humanoids.
Then who is it for?
Maybe it's really an alien technology. Those Lyrans.
As far as I know, all information about the Lyran civilization is just guesswork. Many consider Lyrans to be just a myth, so I wouldn't take it too seriously.
Well, I think there might be something to it. There are more traces, this time handprints, and a drop detector.
What? Did I hear you right?
Yes, sir, you heard correctly. I'm afraid we must be ready for any eventuality.
Well, that doesn't mean we should assume the worst. I still believe you'll find him, Doctor.
I found something. Again.
I'm listening.
I suspect Gorkski might have damaged his suit.
If the tear doesn't exceed 20 millimeters, the reactive polymer layers will self-seal.
That's true. Nevertheless, it looks worse and worse. I found more of his gear.
Back in the camp, you reported Marrett's abandoned things.
A backpack and a journal, yes. This scene looks disturbingly similar. No one of sound mind would decide to go down this way. And yet Gorkski... Ouch!
Yasna, what is it?
I took a shortcut.
On purpose?
Not really.
Dobra, pytanie, czy to było dobre działanie, czy jednak nie bardzo? Dobra, gdzie mnie prowadzisz? Albo szczelinka.
Finally! I have his position.
Official?
Not yet. For crying out loud, Gorkski. You must be here somewhere. Say something.
Any contact?
Negative. Almost there. Oh, there he is. I see. Got him. He's not moving.
Nie oddycha, nie żyje, martwy. O! Dycha.
Gorkski! Gorkski! Look at me! His eyes are closed.
Is he breathing?
He's alive, but barely.
Did he react in any way?
No reaction. He seems unconscious. Gorkski! Come on!
Calm down, Doctor. Get him out of there. The probe's already looking for a landing site.
No dobra, doktor Gorkski się znalazł.
Okay. Let me just... I'm pulling him out. Done. He's out. I activated his SOS. You should pick up a transmission with this parameter, sir. Well?
No, nothing. The transmitter in the suit must be too weak.
Should I retrieve his booster from the backpack?
No point. Better to set up a relay. We have to do it anyway so that Hopper can land in this maze. Have a preliminary scan of your surroundings. There's an open area nearby. You have to move Gorski there. The probe will guide you.
But he's not stable. I must share my oxygen with him, Astrogator.
You'd need a spare for that. The protocol doesn't provide for connecting two suits at the same time.
In that case, I'll give him my tank.
Negative. I won't allow it, Yasna. Few frames, the doctor won't carry you.
The membrane looks intact.
What did you say? I didn't hear.
Hold on, Gorski.
I still can't hear you, Doctor. Please repeat.
Don't be angry, sir. But
But what? Please go ahead.
after careful consideration, I gave Gorski my tank. We still don't know when you'll send the lander, so I can't leave him without oxygen.
Doctor, I explicitly told you not to. Never mind. Let's hope Artie can finish the job if you're both unconscious.
Dobra, gdzie ja mam z nim iść? Może mi ktoś tak by powiedzieć? No, może to nie był taki mądry pomysł, ale sorry, ale jednak... On będzie wiedział więcej, co tu się stało, niż na przykład ja. Ty. Moment, bo ja się tu pogubiłem chyba. Bo tam widzę tą przestrzał, przez który wlazłem. Sonda tu stała.
I'm still here, if you're wondering, sir. It all just takes longer than expected.
I know the situation. No need to explain yourself, Doctor. We're in this together.
No dobra, trzeba iść za sondą po prostu.
Are you out in the open already?
Sort of. Yes.
Once you've set up the transmitter, I should start receiving Gorski's signal. There it is. Pulse, heart rate, saturation, almost within. What was that?
I don't know. Everything is shaking. No! No!
Please hold on.
Dobra, ale Górski przeżyje.
I caught the probe. I'm... Fuck!
A pierdziu, co to za... Cie, panie. Grubo.
What? What was that?
O, dziękuję. Ktoś pomyślał.
Astrogator, I'm underground. It's hard to determine my exact location. Novik, do you copy? Base, come in. I'm sending an SOS. Anyone, please. Okay. Stay calm. Just keep it together. Heartbeats racing. But saturation hasn't dropped below the tissue norm. Not yet, at least.
Chyba takie szybkie decyzje mają wpływ jednak na to, co tu się dzieje. Na historię na końcu, jestem ciekaw. Czy w jakiś sposób ten decyzja, co teraz powiedzieliśmy z tym tlenem, wpłynie na stan zdrowia Gorkskiego? Czy się polepszy?
Deposit of water? Probably unsafe for consumption. I'd rather not risk it. Meteoric waters? No. Too deep. Slippery terrain. Poor visibility. Considering all factors, situation hopeless. At least I got flat. Oh, come on. Gotta be kidding me.
No zmokła, coś czuję i będzie dupa. O Jezu, jak idzie nieodpatrzenie.
Okay. Careful. No! Fucking great. I can't. I just can't. I'm pretty much fucked. That's my considered opinion. Fucked.
Seriously?
Yes, sir. Here.
Gorski?
Who's that? I can't see. Crowder. Is that you? But how? You were supposed to... Doctor? Why won't you answer me?
It's good to see you again, Yasna. Unfortunately, there is no time for pleasantries. We need to get out of here, now.
Dobra, nie ma pierdolenia.
How are we supposed to do that? You're way up.
Look to your left. Should be easier from there. I'll keep an eye on you from above. You won't lose me if we stay in contact. And hopefully, both of us will make it to the surface.
I'm not going anywhere until you explain how you found me.
Then, I guess you'll die. Because I refuse to waste time on explanations. Your choice, Yasna.
Dobra. Coś czuję, że to są jakieś haluny bardziej niż
Asshole.
faktyczny postać. Bo Crowder wylądował na ważce. Jedyną osobą, która została na planecie jest no, nasz kolega Gorkski. Więc raczej coś czuję, że to są jakieś dziwne haluny naszej jazmy. Jakieś dziwne zjazdy. Albo po prostu to jest Górski i nam się coś przedstawiło w głowie, że to jest Crowder. Ciężko mi powiedzieć.
Crowder, say something. I can't stand this dreadful silence.
Silence is harmless. You shouldn't be afraid of it. Unlike other things.
And what should I be afraid of?
Dehydration, hypoxia, methane poisoning. The list is quite long. Oh, what were you thinking, really? I warned you against opening your helmets, let alone giving all your oxygen to a dead man. A complete failure of reason in the act of futile heroism.
Gorski isn't dead. That's why I left him my damn tank.
Might as well be. Do you really think giving him oxygen was enough? Something attacked you up there. Odds are, it got Gorski as well.
We'll check and come back for him. Novik should be monitoring his parameters after all.
Yeah, about that. You shouldn't trust everything the old man says. He only tells us what he sees fit.
Huh? What do you mean?
Doesn't matter now. Let's focus on getting out of this maze. Is your equipment operational? Nothing damaged?
I think so. Flares are wet, though. Slow down. I need to rest.
Rest is for the dead.
I've had enough. Just enough. Forward, Yasna. Faster, Yasna. We're racing against time, Yasna. We're constantly fighting for life, Yasna. Enough of this nonsense. I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to fight.
All right, Yasna. Have it your way.
Oh, shut up, Crowder.
And here I thought you didn't like silence. Anyway, it's over. You did everything you could. But even that wasn't enough. You have the right to finally give up.
No, not over. I haven't given up yet.
Can you walk?
Yeah, probably. I just need to catch my breath.
On second thought, I imagine there are worse places to die. It's rather peaceful, actually. Just close your eyes and let yourself go. Fall asleep.
Okay,
End the suffering.
I'm getting up. Turns out I prefer to live than let you talk me to death.
Coś czuję, że to są jakieś takie...
I can do it. I won't give up.
That's the right attitude.
W końcu moje wypowiedź. Coś mi się zdaje, że tu są jakieś takie ukryte zakończenia typu zostań, nie ruszaj się, przez chwilę umierasz.
Thank goodness.
There you are. All my talking turned out to be quite helpful, huh?
Don't push it, Crowder.
No i przejdź do niego.
Do you see this?
Well, if you're talking about the coal deposits and the bones of prehistoric reptiles, then yes, they're further up as well.
Finally, we have proof. There was life on the land. After all, millions of years ago.
Is it really such good news? Because now, not even bacteria or viruses.
I'm starting to suspect that someone or something prevents organisms from moving ashore. Perhaps stop them from leaving the water.
If so, I think it stops them to this day. In other words, it's still here. And it nips all manifestations of life in the bud.
Why then have I not met it yet?
Oh, but I think you have.
You know a lot, Crowder. About what happened to me and about these fossils.
The old man told me.
About life on Regis.
About you. He's clueless regarding Regis. Only cares about how he can gain an advantage in this sector of the galaxy.
Even more skeletons. Annoyingly now, there are no comms. Nobody will know of this discovery if we get stuck here.
Relax. The old man will send another expedition, and they will find those bones, along with ours.
Thanks. For a moment there, I forgot how screwed I was. Good that you reminded me.
Maybe your situation would be better if you didn't stop to admire the fossils.
Now you sound like Novik.
Touche.
Crowder,
Yeah,
are you really here with me?
of course. We all are. You have distinct memory traces of us. You know, in your brain.
That's not what I'm asking about.
I know, but there's no definitive answer. We can only hope that you won't forget us when it's all over. So little, yet so much.
I don't want to forget, Crowder. I really don't. He's gone again. So after all...
I can't go with you anymore.
Crowder?
Forgive me for my rudeness. I had to be a prick. To pull you out of there. Unfortunately, now my body is mere coal, water, and nitrogen. An empty husk. I'd like to believe this is not our farewell, but if so, I should tell you, it was an honor to serve with you.
Kurde, czyli te rogatki psują mózg i przynoszą do jakiejś wspólnej świadomości. Tak to rozumiem na ten moment. Jeszcze jest pusta skorupa. A to ktoś opisał jak zestaw takich scalonych elektronów. To czyżby to był jakiś komputer, który zbiera ludzi żywych?
Receiving your vitals.
Base, I report that the comms are back. I repeat, the line is working again.
Finally! Yasna! You can't even imagine. It's really good to hear your voice again, Doctor.
Sir, I saw Crowder.
Yasna, are you saying... what?
I don't quite understand myself.
What? What was that? Yasna! Are you there? Do you copy?
What kind of deadly shit is this?
Doctor, what are you talking about?
There's something here. It looks like a machine. It burned a hole in the wall. And now it's marching on these kind of crab legs.
Damn. You must evacuate immediately.
Actually, I recognize this noise. It's the damn thing that dropped me underground.
It's very likely. I even have a suspicion of what exactly we're dealing with. One of the flagship machines of the Alliance would match the description. Walking antimatter cannon. Antimatter.
Oh, fuck.
Yes, indeed.
Tym akcentem sobie zakończymy, więc cześć, czołem, nara i hej!